W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of Crooks, the stories behind the headlines by Paul Williams, narrated by me, Paul Williams. Dedicated to my family, friends and colleagues who provided love, support and encouragement, and to the many unnamed Gardaí whose interventions saved my life and protected my loved ones on more than a few occasions. Prologue. The memory of covering my first crime story 40 years ago has not faded with time. It was a cold afternoon on a bleak, wind-swept mountainside in Leitrim in mid-December 1984. I was standing frozen to the spot, arms in the air, staring down the two long, shiny barrels of the old shotgun pointing straight at me from a few feet away. My startled gaze met the owner's razor-sharp eyes as they peered unblinking between the two silver hammers at the operational end of the ancient weapon. "I shot black and tans with this, and I'll do the same to you, you tinker." The hard edge to the pensioner's voice left no doubt that he and his trusted gun had indeed dispatched a few of the hated British paramilitaries over 60 years earlier. Now, the situation wasn't helped by the fact that the stranger who'd called to his door was a dishevelled-looking 19-year-old in faded jeans and an old combat jacket. I had no doubt that he could do it again. The veteran of the War of Independence assured me the weapon was loaded. I believed every syllable he uttered as he sat in a chair facing the door in the modest, whitewashed cottage on Slievenairn, the mountain of iron, in whose shadow I'd grown up. Fresh out of college and full of enthusiasm, I was 4 months into my first staff job as a cub reporter with my local newspaper, the Leitrim Observer. I'd come looking for a scoop, not expecting the prospect of getting a belly full of buckshot instead. In those unforgettable few moments of pure fear, it looked like my career was about to end before it even got started. It was a baptism of fire in a job where threats of being shot would become an occupational hazard in the years ahead. The antique shotgun and its owner, John Bernard Keeney, the 82-year-old warrior, were the reason I was there in the first place. My initial foray into crime reporting involved chronicling a terrifying phenomenon which suddenly emerged in the winter of 1984 and has haunted rural Ireland ever since. 4 decades later, it has effectively become normalised and is euphemistically categorised as rural crime. It involved gangs, mostly from the travelling community, who began specialising in
Sample complete. Ready to continue?